Hello, Saggies and others watching here. This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, Saggies. How are you doing? I know it's been a while. Like, I just can't help it at the moment. Apologies. I mentioned it in the other videos as well, my sweethearts. That's just how it is right now. Yeah, but I hope you're well. And what I heard for you is come as you are. So please come as you are. Get comfortable here in this space. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and be really well. Know that you're welcome here, okay? Let's hop in and see what we have for you to encourage, elevate, and empower you on your personal and spiritual growth journey. Right, let's go. Let's see how we are doing. Let me see. Oh, wow, there's cards flying out already. Wow. Let me just check something. Just plugged in the microphone because that could be making a huge difference. So we'll see how we go. Okay. No, no, no. Yes. Oh, wow. 4 of Cups. Ooh, Saggies. This is, of course, a card of a little bit of lethargy, a little bit of, I'm not too sure about my life right now. It just kind of is boring, or same old is kind of like what I'm getting here. But Spirit is offering you something, or life is offering you something, but you seem to be putting it, pushing it to the side a little bit in terms of maybe not. This could also mean in terms of, because what I noticed right now, and is very prominent in the energies, is something like Gemini energies in terms of which pattern of thought are you letting yourself fall into? Is it going to be like the worries, past, present, whatever it is? Are you going to go down that road, which can send you spinning? Or are you taking the other route here, Sagittarius, and are going into more of your higher self that seems to be coming down here, and to explore things with wonder? Because it may be the same old, but it is not. Like, every day is very, very different. Every day can hold its wonders, its magic, like all of that. And that's what's being offered here. So I feel like it's a choice. It can be a choice. Let me phrase it that way. I know this can hit a little bit harder, especially when you're in those states of, I really don't feel like it. For example, you're waking up in not the greatest mood because it's the same old. What you could do is do some movements, somatic movements, dancing, do some yoga, do some breath work, do some meditation, and watch how things are changing for you. I just also saw like a sphere. I don't know if that was actually there or if I saw it in a vision. You may have seen it as well, but there are energies around you that are allowing this, that are even calling onto you to participate, in what's happening here. Let me see this one. No. This one, yes. Oh, Temperance. Yeah, you've been waiting on something to change for quite some time, I want to say here, with the Temperance card. Totally. And we do have that same topic here, the shadow and the light side. So the same kind of a dynamic. Which one are you going to be in today is really the question here for you, Sagittarius. Which one are you choosing today? And that seems to be a conscious choice, or can become a conscious choice. Cute. You have a little doggy here, so cute. Yeah, so the weighting thereof and the balance thereof, sometimes we don't have to have the new and exciting in our lives. Although if I go down that road, if you went down that road, I want that new and exciting, or I've been waiting on that relationship for 10 years. I've been waiting on a home for 10 years. I've been waiting to go to this other country for 10 years. Where is it? Like, where is it? If I go into this, that can send you spinning, because you'll become uncomfortable in your current circumstances really quickly, versus if you take it day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, and just focused on how cool it is to be present, looking at a crystal, or looking, how the reflections are. It's just so freaking beautiful. There's so much beauty around us that we can tap into literally at any given moment, right? And so the offer is clearly here for you, Sagittarius. However, I do feel that resistance point in terms of, maybe not right now, but you can. Please know that you can, okay? It's a choice, whether you do it or not. And there may be something, maybe this thing that you've been waiting on to come in, I feel like you may be waiting a little bit longer on it, but why not make that wait sweeter? You know, why not fall into that thing? Because it doesn't just, not just the destination matters, the journey very much matters. And I know that can be something that is just popped out like that and be like, oh yeah, I know that saying, but what does it actually mean? It means to really enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey, be with the journey, be present with it, because that seriously matters as much, if not more, than the destination, because the destination is just one point. And we're sometimes falling into the mindset of forgetting this whole time, which, let's say this is 10 years from point A where your journey started till point B where you want to be. And what are you going to be like in the state of waiting, in the state of discomfort, in the state of I don't like this for 10 years, until for one point in time where you're like, yeah, happy, I got it, and then another journey starts and you're going to be in that same state for 10 years again. So it can be advisable to learn how to get comfortable in those states where we're just like, okay, I need to go to this other destination though, and you're just like, no, you're right there, you're perfect where you are, you can be happy where you are. And in terms of manifestation, that can be extremely helpful because because when you're in those happy states, watch how it comes in so much faster. Like, this is how this works without wanting it to come faster, because you already are in those states, in those happy states. And that's what I want to say to you, because that's exactly what the Four of Cups is. The offer is always there, right? You may be perceiving same old, but that's not actually true. There's so much cool stuff in this very moment that is just waiting to be discovered, waiting to be tapped into, okay? Yeah. So this is very cool. More of those? No. Okay, I'm very drawn to the Healing Waters Oracle, so we'll pop this out and see how we're going with it. Yeah. And I'll have a sip of coffee. Cheers. Let's see. I feel like doing some of this, bobbing, putting on some music, getting in a better state. And this is not bypassing, by the way, because I feel like you already did a bunch of work here, Saggies. And this is not in terms of bypassing, I'm in a bad mood, let's have a look and go into shadow work and let's see what this actually is. I feel like for the majority of you, you've done the work. At least that is required up until that point, and now it's just a matter of not falling into the illusion of, oh, this other state is there, or I wake up in this one state. You don't have to stay in that state. That is a choice. That is your choice. So choose whatever makes you happy here, okay? And again, it's just not bypassing your emotions. For those of you where that absolutely does not apply and does not resonate, do some shadow work, do some journaling, what is actually bugging you. And yeah, and that's how these things are evolved. It stops knocking on your door the moment you the moment you look at it, it will no longer, it served its purpose basically. So it stops bugging, it stops knocking. It's just like, okay, got it, bye. That's what I was here for. This one, no, this one, yes. Oh my God, perfectly in alignment with the Four of Cups. We have stagnant waters, perfectly in alignment with the Four of Cups and the Temperance. Feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. But steady water or steady drops hollows the stone. I don't know if that's actually the saying in English, but it is in German. So I don't know if that was a good translation or no, but the drops of water that come down, you wouldn't think much of it, but over the years, it indeed hollows the stone. So also what matters here is, I feel like, practices and habits. Like, what are you practicing? What are your habits? Are those serving you? Are those serving you in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Like, the things that you put in place really matter, and they can indeed be life-changing. And again, when we were talking about that journey of 10 years, let's say, right? I don't know why they keep bringing us back to that. It may be exactly that, a decade for you of that particular journey. then you hit that point and you're just like happy, and then goes the next journey for the next 10 years, and you're just like, okay, let's wait on that next spot, point C, for the next 10 years. No, when you're learning how to deal with this in a more favorable way that feels better for you, Sagittarius, then you got it for life, I want to say, okay? This is really important. And so important are the habits as well that you're putting in place. Are they actually serving you or are they not? And same with thinking patterns. How much is the thinking pattern of not feeling great, how much is that serving you? Because sometimes that can have a grip on us as well in terms of an addiction to it, because you know it so well. And so we're going down that road because we know it so well, versus stepping into this new state that is very much available to you right now, Saggies, and practicing that. And please keep in mind that this is a practice, so that means it can take some time until you're in it, until you feel like this is actually yours. You made it yours. You may have to tweak it here and there a little bit, or substitute one thing with another so that it fits you still, because you're changing and so are your habits, like a little bit, okay? But the healthy habits, they do pay off so much. Read this card? No, they don't want me to read it, which is interesting. Right here, yeah. Actually, then, if that is the case, and I would like to look at it a little bit closer if we're not reading it for interpretation purposes, because that does feel murky. Yeah, it does feel murky. And I feel like, why stay in this? Over here, there's clear water. There's even a drop that comes down that can feel really cool, right? So why not be over here, Sagittarius? And again, I'm getting that feeling of, and ask yourself this very honestly, are you a little bit addicted to that state because you know it so well? Or wouldn't it be a good idea to look to over here? And you please be the judge of this. Do not let any reading or reader determine this for you. You're the judge of it. And please keep in mind that this is also a general reading and not a one-to-one reading, but also in the one-to-one readings, I would always say, check in with yourself. Like, you're the person that knows yourself, or that is getting to know yourself, and so you would know best, okay? So over there, it seems like it's a lot clearer. So you're still in that same pond, you just switched states a little bit. You went to over there to see, okay, what wonders does the state hold for you right now, okay? And seriously, if you find a lot of those, or if you're in the practice of gratitude at least once a day, I highly recommend in the mornings, because the state you bring yourself to in the morning usually holds throughout the day, versus if you hold your state in the beginning and are not feeling so well, that can go like this, because you're also attracting that which you don't want, but maybe still connected to or a little bit addicted to even, okay? So please keep that in mind. Which one shall it be? Which is leading you down the way that you want to go down to? And please be very, very mindful of this, because it does matter, especially currently, I feel like, especially currently, especially now. All right, we'll take this over to Patreon if you're interested. It's $11.11 a month. Please, again, keep in mind that I'm not producing content right now whatsoever. When the readings come out, they do come out, so I would rather say it's for this reading. If you're interested on your extended to know more about the rest, yeah, then that is for, and anything else that comes out that you would like to watch, that's extra. There's a bunch of content over there, a bunch of readings, a bunch of pick-a-cards. There's so much, like over 400 readings, I think, and over 800 posts total. So there's a lot that you can access within that month. All right. Well, we'll leave it here. I hope this was helpful and or insightful so far to you, Sagittarius. And I'll either see you over on Patreon or next time. Link is down below. Sending you lots of love, light, and shadow. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.